Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Nestree tribe, our experimental little tribe where we are testing out what the nest building does in niche before the big update hopefully lands very, very soon. We're still waiting for the February update to arrive, and it will bring with it jungles and all sorts of new predators and camouflage and scenting, and I think even the moles. I have been seeing the niche Twitter very, very active the last couple days. There have been mole creatures in some of the gifts that they've been putting up. Definitely worth checking out if you like to be on the cutting edge of what could be happening in niche. So hopefully we'll be able to see the update soon, but until then we are still working with the Gnu tribe, and just to keep things a little bit lighter and to get me used to working with the nest building material, we are here with the Nestree tribe. And thank you guys for letting me know that we are actually not on the middle island. I have sent us to a gigantic island. This is indeed supposed to be one of the biggest islands, and it is actually like a beginner island, except it's enlarged and it's huge and it's really awesome. And I think we might do a little bit of exploring here before we move on, but I really did mean to go to the middle island before we ended up sticking with this tribe for a little bit. And again, if the update comes out, we might have to leave the Nestree tribe on their own and let them enjoy life however they wish without us. But I hope we can really just have a good time with them until that happens. And we've already expanded the family quite a bit. So jumping back into things, we have a very, very pregnant Elvie even. Oh my gosh, Elvie. You're not like a headache medicine, my dear, though you are quite lovely. But we have Elvie, who is our panda pattern female, began the tribe with her wonderful mate Seymour even. And he has been very, very busy like watching over her and just trying to make sure that Elvie is getting very comfortable and having lots of babies. And thank you guys for letting me know there is indeed a glitch right now where if you want the baby to grow up, you have to move the mother off of the nest. I'm still super excited that we can make our own nest, and we are trying to get their daughter, their very firstborn child, Isla, to be able to gather up enough material to make her own nest and possibly breed with the only current rogue that we have bumped into, Kirkirta. So Kirkirta, we kind of just bumped into him very early on when Isla was still a young child, and he has been very helpful. He was asked to work his way up these little steppy steps to the tree, and he has done exactly that. So even though he has a spit snout and he doesn't really have like the best traits, he has blind eyes secondary, he's got hemophilia secondary, he has one no paw. We may end up using him as a breeder also, because right now the only other option we have are siblings. So we'll have to see how far that goes, or we'll have to see if there is possibly romance waiting for us inside of these rustling bushes. And I think we're going to stay on this island just really quickly before we move on. We are going to be staying on this island probably until we have about 100 food, maybe 200 food, and then we'll leave, because I do want to get these guys on the middle island unless we just fall in love with this land and we decide never ever to leave its side. So let's go ahead and see what this rustling is all about. You're beautiful and glorious and gorgeous, and I think Step is going to fall in love with you. Oh my gosh. Oh, she's so pretty. She's the cheetah of the savannah. Yes, please. We love you. Lamiana, come and join our tribe. Oh my gosh. Look at her, you guys. She's amazing. I can't believe we ran into another new creature so soon. This is actually really fun. Maybe we should make a tradition of stopping off on this gigantic island to get a little bit of genetic variability, so we're no longer like having to breed with siblings straight off the bat from now on. Look at her. This is glorious. So this is Lamiana. Unfortunately, she is short-sighted and has blind eye secondary, so not the best, but she has immunity C. She's also got a claw, which is really awesome. We don't even have the claws unlocked yet. Normal body and lean body, and she has big ears, and she's got cracker jaw. That is so cool. So we could actually send her up to take care of the tree and be able to eat from the tree, or eat all of the clams that are starting to show up here on the shore. She must have been looking for more clams. She is so cool. I think I'm going to name her Chila, because she reminds me of a little cheetah, and I think that Step and Chila may have to have a little family of their own. So let's let her collect up some of these grasses. Darn, none of those grasses turned into a nest. And this is so cool. You know what? Maybe this island is really just a great place to come to get your genetic variability first thing off the bat. So we'll have to remember that. Maybe it's fun just to abandon the starter island. We're pretty advanced. We've played over 100 hours now of niche, and the official version isn't even out yet. So I would say we're ready for the more serious stuff. All right, darn, no grass there, and we haven't found any of those awesome patches where it's like constantly regrowing grass just yet. We can go ahead and send, oh, here's some regrowing grass. Kirkirta, you wonderful, wonderful creature. He has found some of the regrowing grass. So wherever you see like this little bit where it looks like the grass has just been shorn down but not removed, that is going to regrow, so we'll have nesting material. So we definitely will be able to nest under the big tree here. That's awesome. Also, I need to get a lot more food because we're about to have a lot more babies and we just invited another member into the tribe. Should probably, I'm going to move Savannah over here so that she can harvest from both of those berry bushes. And then I'm going to actually have Seymour collect up from here. He's not very good at collecting. We'll have Elv collect up from these two, and then she's about to have another baby. So we're kind of pushing it on just how much we are making our creatures have so many babies so early on. But this is really awesome. I love how we're starting to go with more Savannah-y looks this time. So maybe we'll focus on speed and try to make really, really fast creatures with the big ears and lean bodies and runner's leg, and we'll see what we can make out of that. All right, so let's go ahead and see what Elv's child is going to look like. Oh, she's so cute! How interesting! What did we have? We had nimble fingers and big ears in the mutation menu, and it looks like Koana has been born, and she has nimble fingers, thank goodness. Normal eyesight, B and F immunity. She's that darker coloring too. And looks like she has ram horn secondary, so getting nimble fingers in there is probably really important to be able to collect up the berries. I totally approve of that. So we have little Koana. Let's move Mama over a little bit, and then Dad can help out over here. Then we've got all these siblings who can come on over and help to collect all of these berries. Tavan can help out with berry collecting too. And Isla collects berries and she can do attacks. I'll have her move over here and just continue trying to collect up some of the grasses. And then Sheila is an older female, so I definitely, oh, and we're going to actually lose Elv pretty soon. So I wonder if Step is going to return with Sheila, and they might take over this nest. And then Isla might take over the tree area with Kirkirta, because he is gathering up quite a few pieces of grass, and we might, well, let me think, because actually I'll probably send Sheila up to the top because she has cracker ability and she can crack open those nuts. So she and Step will start making a home further up here. So I'll move her up here, let her kind of try to gather up all of the grass. Unfortunately, no more grass to add to the nest, and I think I'll move Kirkirta and Isla over here and let them take over this nest once we lose our breeder pair right here, which is going to be really sad, but unfortunately it looks like it's going to happen pretty soon. And I'll move this little guy. He's old enough to start wandering. They have such an awesome stripy family. I can't believe how quickly the stripes have just settled in and become the norm here. All right, so moving on to the next day. Everybody gets to move pretty quickly at this stage of the game. Oh, Elv, you aren't pregnant. Oh, and she's out of time. Oh, that's so sad. All right, I'm going to have her gather up what berries she can, and her mate will help out with that too. And then their daughter Savannah is working on gathering up the berries. Savannah also has cracking ability. Because these two don't have cracking ability, Isla doesn't have cracking ability, and Kirkirta does not have cracking ability. Wow, he can really move when he wants to. I think that we're going to go ahead, and Isla knows that it's time, and she will take Kirkirta as a mate. And look at that, she can actually jump into the nest so that hopefully her mother will be able to be there at the moment of birth, even as poor Elv, who I can't believe we've already like blasted through her life so quickly. That's always what sort of blows my mind when we start a new tribe, is how quickly we move through them. But Elv is going to be passing away in just a moment, but she will be consoled by the fact that Isla is about to have her very first grandchild and carry on the family tribe, which really seems to be focused on having lots of stripes, on being able to move very quickly, and seems to have a passion for the open grasslands. So I think these are going to be Savannah lovers, and we'll focus on trying to make them really, really fast. All right, and then let's go ahead and have Sheila. She will go, and if we're going to have a bunch of Savannah lovers, let's have Cracker Jaw possibly be like the main trait that we end up with. And let's go with lean body or big ears. I like big ears, but I also like lean body for speed. Let's go with lean body for speed. And then let's go with cracker jaw maybe. Let's go with normal eyes. Here, let's go with normal eyes to try to offset her eyesight, and then lean body. And we'll go ahead and have her become pregnant. Oh no, wait, it's going to be what goes on the turn that matters for Isla. So let me make sure. Isla, I actually want you to have, I don't think she needs to worry about, she might need to actually worry about the eyesight. So we're going to leave eyesight in there actually, and lean body in there, so that we can try to make sure that her children will hopefully have healthy eyes. All right, and Sheila, we'll go ahead and have you keep moving. Now you're maybe a little bit heavier because you are expecting. We'll have everybody else try to help out with a little bit of collecting. Tavan, you can continue exploring. I think Tavan would continue exploring like the savannah area. I think that this particular tribe is really in love with the open grasslands, so we'll keep them focused there. And then let's come on down and just have a moment to say goodbye to Seymour and to Elv, because they are going to be passing away. But Isla, who was born on this island in this exact nest, is about to take on the mantle of the Nestree family legacy. So she's going to guide her sisters. I think it's really fun that Savannah has elves colored ram horns. She's going to guide her two sisters that she's keeping an eye on well in life. And then they are going to keep an eye on their wandering brothers, who are having a wonderful time. Step is about to establish his own family with Chila. Hopefully everything will go well there. And let's see what kind of beautiful baby we will have at the same moment that we are going to lose Elf. Goodbye, Elf. Oh, it's a little boy with no paw. Why? Oh, so close and yet so far. Oh, Nirvan, I'm so sorry that you were born with no paw from two no paw parents, my little one. That's so sad. He has no paws. What are we gonna do with him? He has lean body, so he can be a scout, but that's so sad. Oh, okay, I think we might name him, who's your father again? Kirta, and he is a striped little speedy guy. I like his color, but I can't believe he is just a skinny little thing. Let's see. You had Seymour. Let's call him, CR. Let's see. CR. Let's just go with something really weird like that. But we're gonna give him a name like that because he's just gonna have to be a scout, because I can't believe we won't be able to really do anything with him. The poor little guy. He's basically like a little crippled baby, but hopefully he'll be able to at least run around. Oh, I'm sorry, little guy. In fact, here, I'm gonna name him Seeker. Let's name him, that's our Seekar. There we go. And then he'll be a scout. So instead of rejecting him right out and like throwing him off a cliff or something, then this tribe is going to look at him and they're going to see his speed abilities more than anything else, that he can help to look around and keep an eye on things rather than the fact that he can't collect. Maybe it'll end up being like the females are primarily the berry gatherers this time. That's kind of boring and traditional, but it seems to also be the thing that's working out, so we'll have to see. All right, let's step over and she'll keep an eye on her little baby. So little Sikar is down there, and his father, I think, is just roaming. I hate to say like really traditional things like, oh, the females will be the berry gatherers. It's just working out this way to do that because they have the best berry gathering. And then Tavan also has decent berry gathering, but I think he's going to be busy kind of digging around here. And let's see, there should be, yeah, there's some of the regrowing grass up there. And we need to get more grass so that we can give Chila a nest, or else we're going to be in a little bit of trouble. There really aren't any nests that we just stumble on anymore, are there? Do you have to make all of your nest? Do you no longer find nest on your own? That could make things very, very interesting indeed. All right, and then Koana, let's go ahead and have you move this way, and she's going to start exploring around too. But darn, this is too bad for little Sakar. So Seeker is gonna come over here. We don't have enough nesting materials to repair the nest, but apparently you can destroy a broken nest, which is interesting. And I think Kikirta is gonna come over and he's gonna try to gather up some nesting materials on his own too. Tavan has grown up, so I think he's going to start doing a little exploring. Chila is very ready to start having a child of her own, but if we can't find enough nesting material, she may have to come down. Well, that nest is broken, so we can't even use that nest, unfortunately. So she's desperately trying to make a nest. This may have actually made things a little bit more interesting than I expected, struggling like this just to be able to build a nest. I didn't think about that. I'm really glad we're playing this and being able to look over the Nestree tribe before we jump into the new update, because otherwise I think I'd be really shocked at the fact that there's no more nest and I really have to learn how to do this from the get-go on my own. And then I think she'll go ahead. Can we collect up any more berries? I guess she's gonna have to have little Sakar come with her, and everybody's gonna be gathering nesting material just because they know the nest needs to be fixed. And Sheila's kind of on her own for trying to make her own nest. Oh, thank goodness. But thankfully that spot regrew and she can gather up those nuts, because we also need to be getting nuts or else we're not going to have enough. Yes, look at that, 6 pieces, or else we're not going to have enough food to keep everybody alive. So there's a few pieces of nesting material. Tavan is about to run into the very first stream he has over there. And Kirkirta, I think he definitely... Oh, the nest is gone! The nest got destroyed! Why? Kirkirta is going to probably go into the phase where he's going to try to build a nest. So at this rate, it's whoever can finish getting 10 pieces of nesting material first, so that will get the nest, it seems. We found another berry bush, which is very useful. And then speaking of berry bushes, we probably need to just keep these sisters as dedicated berry pickers together. And Sakar unfortunately cannot do any berry picking, but he is very young, so I think his mother, Isla, would encourage him to go and follow his father and help to search out spots where there's different resources that they can gather. So we have no nest. I'm kind of in shock right now. I didn't know that was something that could happen. All right, so Kirkirta is going to show his son how you can go around and try to collect up different materials. Oh, look, his son Sakar can help us with gathering grasses at least. Thank goodness he's not completely unable to help us whatsoever. And we have toxic body now, so that's a thing. So let's see. Still heavily pregnant and unable to do anything about having a baby. So we'll continue to gather up. Isla will just focus on gathering up these berries. And I guess that means that in a way, for the males, gathering fresh nesting material and bringing them back in this tribe is what they do. And the females just kind of perch and wait at the berry bushes, practically gathering food to keep the tribe going. And if the males want to be able to pass on their genetics, then they need to go and bring some nesting material back. So this is tricky. I bet in future tribes it would be like the assignment of certain members of the tribe, or it may even be the females who are responsible for building their own nest. But in this one, it seems like the males are the ones who go off, and if they want to be able to have babies, they frantically try to collect nesting material of their own. And then Sheila over here, I think we'll have her... Oh, who's that? I think we'll go ahead and have her gather some nuts to feed herself, but she's not going to be able to have her baby if we don't get a nest built soon. Maybe I should focus on trying to find regrowing nest spots. This is harder than I thought it was going to be, but there's such a challenge. I love how there's always new aspects of challenge. Well, what the heck? Oh, that's a predator, all right. Maybe this place isn't as peaceful as I was hoping, and Sakar has never been warned about predators or danger, so I'll have him step over here. He has one attack from his ram horns, but I think he should run away to his father. And his father, Kirkirta, what are we going to do, Kirkirta? You have no attack either. What am I going to do? Oh, and then Sheila. Oh my gosh. And then Step is going to have to step over here. Who's making all that noise? It's a bunny. So Step just got some food. And then Sheila is just like innocently standing here trying to have her baby and make a nest. Oh my goodness, and now there's fish going around the place, and it's really raining, and Koana is just like gathering up the berries. The family down here doesn't even know that there's trouble, and now poor Kirkirta has to figure out what he should do. I think he would try sending his son back, but he's only had one child. He's only had one child because our nest broke. Our nest broke, and I haven't been able to do anything about it. Oh, the drama. This island isn't as easy as I was thinking it was. All right, Sheila. Please don't get attacked. Somebody is getting attacked by that predator. That's making things interesting. There we go, Sakar. There's even more grasses. I think Sakar is just excited because he found the grasses he needs. And then Sheila will go ahead and have her make a nest right here. And now she can actually have a baby. But now we need her mate, Step, to be able to defend her. And I don't know if he's going to be able to because what if the predator comes? Oh my gosh, there's a bunny burrow right under the tree. That tree is perfect. And I think Kirkirta is quite concerned about his son, but he hasn't had a chance to breed. All right, let's do this. Isla is gonna, oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, you're so pretty. There's so many new creatures here. I love this. I will take the big island with all of these strangers fighting all the time. Seri, oh my gosh, it's literally a Seri. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that. Oh my goodness. Can we like defend her? Okay. Can we like add her? Can we lick her to cure her bleeding? And we'll go ahead and snag her. And then can she defend herself at all? Not really, but I think that she bumped into Sakar, and if they survive this together, then maybe she can have a baby. And if she can, I think we're gonna have to move quickly because this is gonna be a little tricky. But I'm going to have Seri, this random creature we just found with H and C immunity, violet and blue eyes, perfect eyesight, perfect health. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. She's going to, well, Sakar would be awful to mate with because he has double no paw. And then Seri has no paw too. Oh my goodness. The choice is, who would I pick? Okay, I'm just gonna say that she saw Sakar because you know what? In the weirdest way, he is kind of handsome in like his own right, isn't he? So I can't believe I'm actually meeting like a Seri, but she is right over here. She sees Sakar. I think it's kind of like a whirlwind romance as he grabs her and he's like, run away, get out of here, we'll protect you. And she's gonna run away. And hopefully I'll be able to make her have her baby so we can continue this line because I think I'm about to lose those boys to the big bad predator who suddenly showed up. So on the thought that the predators wouldn't be there, and then Isla is going to be coming over here going looking for her mate and her son, trying to see what's happening there. And who knows what's about to happen here. Oh my gosh. And I'll continue clearing away this spot. We need more nesting material. Oh my goodness gracious. The nesting material would really start controlling like the population that we have. I just can't believe how intense this has gotten just with one new resource to balance and less nests that you stumble on. Alright, well, we're going to have to see what happens with this predator, and we're going to have to see what happens with brand new creature Seri and brand new creature Chila before... Oh my gosh, before we even think about leaving this island. Already there's quite a lot of drama, and I love that there are so many new creatures added in to provide a huge variety of genetics to us. So this is A+ in my opinion. I would always start on this island instead of the small tiny starter island from now on, because this is really fun. But alright, we'll return to the Nestree tribe and we will see what they will get up to if the update hasn't dropped within like today or tomorrow. And hopefully you guys will find out about the big secret this weekend that will have a big impact on what we do with the niche series. So keep an eye on that, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.